Hello friends, today's topic is about aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So before getting into the topic, we will revise the formula for cell respiration. So the respiration occurs by the process of combining oxygen with glucose and the energy is being released. The byproducts being carbon dioxide and water. I guess this is the fourth or fifth time I have been telling you the meaning of the word respiration. So the ATP means it's a form of energy which is being stored in the cell. Energy is being released in cells. So the full form of ATP is adenosine triphosphate. So what is aerobic and anaerobic respiration? Aerobic respiration is nothing but wherein the energy is being released by combining glucose with oxygen. So the presence of oxygen in order to break down the glucose and to provide energy is called as aerobic respiration, whereas the anaerobic respiration is the reverse of the aerobic respiration, which means it occurs in the absence of oxygen. So the energy would be released without the presence of oxygen. So aerobic respiration requires oxygen, whereas anaerobic respiration takes place in the absence of oxygen. Hope you understood this. So friends, look at the formula for aerobic respiration. The formula for aerobic respiration is same as the formula for normal respiration, which is cellular respiration and aerobic respiration are almost one and the same. So the previous formula which you have looked at is same as the formula of aerobic respiration. We will look into the formula of anaerobic respiration. So friends, what do you think? The process of anaerobic respiration, does it takes place in human beings? The answer is yes. Sometimes the energy in human beings is also being released in the absence of oxygen. So when does the process occur? When does this happen? So friends, anaerobic respiration takes place in mammals, means the one which gives milk. So it takes place in mammals, some bacteria, as well as in yeast. Yeast is a kind of fungus. So your question might be, we are continuously taking in the oxygen, so why there would be a need for human beings to switch into anaerobic form of respiration? The answer to this would be, in our daily life, to perform the normal activities, generally our body would be using the aerobic form of respiration, wherein the oxygen is used to break down the glucose and release the energy. But for example, if you are doing rigorous exercise, or else if you are running to catch a bus, or else some kind of an exercise wherein you require a lot of energy. In a running race, an athlete in a running race, he requires a lot of energy. So the oxygen which is being taken by the body is limited, and the energy, it won't be sufficient to release the energy. It means that if you run for 100 meters, during that time you require lot of oxygen in order to release the energy. But we feel that the oxygen supply would be limited in order to break down the glucose. This is the reason why we pant. It is pant or panting. Panting is in wherein you breathe heavily. You will be breathing heavily for a period of time. After a running race, your breath will be not in a normal phase. It would be very much speedy and in a faster manner. In simple words, it means that if you do any running kind of an activity or any rigorous exercise, your body needs more amount of oxygen. So in the initial stages, you try to pant. Panting means increasing the number of breaths, breathing heavily. In such a situation, our body will not be able to take the required amount of oxygen to perform the aerobic kind of a respiration. So the body will switch to anaerobic form of respiration, wherein the body will release energy without the presence of oxygen. So friends, we will look into the formula of anaerobic form of respiration. So look into the formula here. Glucose has been broken down and the energy is being released. There is no oxygen in this equation, but apart from the energy, lactic acid will also be released in the muscles of the human being. What will be the effect of lactic acid on human being muscles? For example, if a person is been running from past 5 minutes, his body will switch to anaerobic form of respiration from aerobic form of respiration, and in the process the body will release lactic acid. Lactic acid would be released in his legs, and the result of which is the legs started to pain. It causes a muscle pain when the lactic acid is being released into the blood streams. Okay friends, look at the graph in here. This graph shows that a person performed exercises for an amount of 15 minutes. This on the x-axis it's been showing the number of minutes the person performed the exercise. On the y-axis it is been the amount of lactic acid which is being found in the blood. So a person performed exercises, rigorous exercise for an amount of 15 minutes, and the graph shows that the lactic acid in his blood has been increasing, and he stopped the exercise for after 15 minutes. Still it goes on increasing for an amount of 20 minutes. 2 in here means that 20 minutes. After 40 minutes he start to come down to a bit, but it takes around 120 minutes. So from 15 minutes to 120 minutes, it is approximately around 1.5 hours. So after 1.5 hours, the lactic acid levels will come down to the normal in the bloodstream. So the pain which the person has, he will be experiencing the pain during this period. After that the pain will subside because of the decrease in the lactic acid in his blood. There are two things happening in this. One is the absence of oxygen. In case of the anaerobic respiration, lactic acid is produced in the human beings. If the anaerobic respiration happens in human beings, lactic acid is produced. If the anaerobic respiration happens in yeast, ethanol is being produced along with carbon dioxide. So we will look into the yeast experiment of anaerobic respiration in detail. Hope you know the meaning of the word fermentation. Fermentation is a process wherein the bacteria will act on the glucose and the resultant is the fermentation. Can you tell the daily life instance wherein fermentation takes place? It happens in the idli mix. We keep it overnight in order to ferment the idli mix. The same thing happens with the bakery products also. People generally mix yeast in the flour, yeast in maida, in order to ferment the maida, so that it will increase in its size, so that it would be softer in consistency. So yeast is a kind of a fungus. We will be using yeast and we will be providing glucose to yeast. Glucose is any kind of a food product. The fermentation happens. So yeast will act on glucose and the respiration taking place in yeast. In order to do the experiment, we will add glucose to yeast. Glucose means sugar solution is being added to yeast. And in order not to release any kind of a gases from this, we would be adding a thin layer of oil above the solution, so that nothing out of it will escape from the tube. And a channel is being providing to the test tube. The main reason for adding the oil above it is not in order to not allow the oxygen to get into the glucose. Otherwise, oxygen in this tube may be entering the glucose. And if the glucose solution has oxygen in it, in order to remove the oxygen from the glucose, we need to boil the glucose for a certain amount of time. This will take out the oxygen from the glucose solution. After certain amount of time, you can observe it, after certain amount of time, the fermentation process starts in the glucose and yeast solution, and the byproduct would be the carbon dioxide, which is going to be released, and the carbon dioxide will pass from this channel and will move into the test tube. In the test tube, we will be keeping the lime water. By the act of carbon dioxide and the lime water would turn into milky color. So we are looking at the same experiment but with a different diagram. So the experiment is with regards to the respiration of yeast in case of anaerobic form. Anaerobic respiration is wherein the energy is being released along with carbon dioxide in yeast. Instead of oil, in this experiment liquid paraffin is being used. Liquid paraffin is like a wax kind of a petroleum jelly or wax kind of a thing. Even this will be helpful in avoiding oxygen to get mixed with the yeast and glucose solution. And in this particular tube, a thermometer will also be placed in order to observe the increase in temperature. So when the glucose is broken down by the yeast, there would be energy which is being released, and the energy can be observed with the help of the thermometer. The temperature of the solution would increase, as well as the lime water will turn into milkish color because of the carbon dioxide being mixed with the lime water.